Cloak and Dagger are having long distance relationship problems. Let's talk about that in this video. Hello, everyone. Danny here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Cloak or Dagger #1. This is a new book from Marvel Comics from the Age of Revelation. This is part of the last batch of this new Age of Revelation from Marvel. In this book, we see X years later, Tandy and Tyrone have tied the knot, but their bond has come at a terrible cost. Now they can no longer exist on the same plane at the same time. Reunited at last, the fan favorite characters from the hit Marvel rivals face a love story warped by power and fate. This is written by Justina Ireland with art by Lorenzo Tameta, Andrew Dahlhaus on colors, letters by Joe Caramagna. We have a main cover by Mike McCone and Rachel Rosenberg, and then we'll also take a look at some of the other covers later on in the video. I gotta say, interesting that the synopsis for this mentions Marvel Rivals, because I know that's a very popular game, but it's interesting that I didn't realize Cloak and Dagger were so popular within the game. That's really interesting. So now this book has a really interesting premise, and that's been the case for a lot of these Age of Revelation issues. I love that they pick Cloak and Dagger to come back, see their relationship a little bit going forward. I think they are a very underutilized set of characters, and I think Ireland and the team really do a good job bringing them to life, giving them something very interesting to do. I think this quantum conundrum, if you will, of not being able to exist on the same plane is a lot of fun. So I like that part of this. Now, I will say this is maybe not one of the stories that I'll be diving into right away. This might be something that I wait for the collection to be completed, or at least for the series. This should be 3 issues as well, like most of these series. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna catch up on that. But I think Ireland does such a good job at just capturing their voices, introducing a new set of obstacles in the form of these siblings. Yeah, it's very fun. The art very dynamic. I really like the updated versions of Cloak and Dagger in this book. I think Tameta does such a good job of updating what they would look like, X years later. So it's a lot of fun. It's a great approach to if you're not reading too much about these characters, if you haven't gone back to check out some of their stuff, you get a lot of information here about who they are as people. Obviously, this is a little bit of a mixed bag because you're getting involved into the Age of Revelation stuff, but it's a very self-contained story to themselves, to their powers. There's a panel of Cloak that looks very, very cool. You might be seeing it in the preview art if it's something that Marvel has officially released. So, yeah, I recommend this book to read. Like I said, once the collection's done, I think it's really fun. So, let's take a look at some of the covers, and then we can wrap up this video. So, as I mentioned, this main cover by Mike McCone. Then we have this really cool 1 in 100 Ivan Talavera Virgin variant. So you might get if you like this cover, but you don't want to pay the ratio price. I think you might be able to get it with the trade dress and at a cheaper rate. We'll see. We have this 1 in 25 cover by Fan Yang. This is just a normal ratio cover. This is a 1 in 50 David Nakayama Virgin variant. So you might also be able to get this one. I like that a lot of them obviously leaning into, uh, you know, the covers selling by putting Dagger on the cover, right? We have this really beautiful Revelation variant by Corinne Howell of Cloak proposing to Dagger. So that's really fun. Although I like all the crazy stuff in the background, right? It's very telling about what's going on in this Age of Revelation. And then here's the David Nakayama variant, as I mentioned. This one has the trade dress, so this one should be a regular price. And then the Talavera cover as well should be regular price again. So if you were looking for either one of those, you should be able to find a version with the trade dress, unless you really want that virgin And then last but definitely not least, the Ricky Yagawa, which we've been seeing a lot of work from Yagawa in this Age of Revelation. Fantastic cover artist. So I understand what they would use a lot of Yagawa's illustrations for a lot of these covers. And last but not least, we're back where we started. So Age of Revelation, still a mixed bag. Cloak and Dagger, I think one of the standout books to read just kind of on its own as its own thing. So it'll be fun to kind of catch up on that later on. So we might be revisiting this. I might have to do a look back at the Age of Revelation. We will have a one now that everything will be out this week. I'll be doing like a tier list of all the titles with just based on the number ones because I have read them all as of now. So thank you for watching, everyone. Stay tuned for that. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, which I've already said. And of course, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.